Hello, everybody. It's the Deephaven community team here again, October week 3, and we have some more updates for you. Wait. All right, so first up, we have Devin here. He's going to show us some thread statistics. So, Devin, take it away.
All right. So I'm going to show a little bit of observability stuff. You might have seen some of this earlier, but we do have a built-in GC application as part of Deephaven Core. And as part of that, there are two tables or two essential sources of information. There's notification info when a GC happens, and then statistics around the pools. And so I have demonstrated this before, but I thought it would be good to go over it again. And of course, you can take this source of information and do some graphs on it. For example, if we wanted to graph the pool sizes that we had there before and then after GCs, we could do something like that. And we could see that, yeah, most of it is the old generation here. Then we got some survivor space and meet-in space and stuff like that. But this is really not what it's about. This is just a reminder. I am in the process of developing a new built-in application around threading because the JVM provides a lot of information about threads. And so hopefully soon there will be a threading application. So you can see that this is a thread stats table. It's got all the thread names, the timestamp when it was pulled, the state of the thread, whether it was native, whether it was a daemon in the priority of the thread, and then some stuff around whether it was how long was it blocked, how long has it been waiting, and then some really interesting stuff is how long has this thread taken up CPU user time or CPU time. I'm not quite sure what the difference is, but I will document that once I figure out exactly what that means. And then a really other interesting stat is the allocation bytes here. So you can see on a thread by thread basis, how much has it allocated. And this does differ a little bit based on the JDK implementations, but the open JDK that we're using does provide these stats right here. So you can go ahead and you can scroll down and you can see other threads and they've got IDs. And so, okay, let's say we wanted to chart the CPU usage over time in total. Of course, you could do this by thread, but it is also interesting to sum all of it up and look at it over time. So this is the last hour of my CPU time. I haven't quite normalized these units, but you can see that my process has been ramping up a little bit as I'm doing stuff. And this is a 1-minute EMA. And of course, you could attach like a 5-minute EMA or a 15-minute EMA to it. Or maybe you wanted to see what the total allocation rate over time was. And so it looks kind of similar to the CPU, but this is in bytes, I think per minute or so over the last 1 minute in this case. So right now my process is allocating about 32 megabytes per minute, which is not bad. And I've got a lot of stuff going on in the background to actually provide some CPU statistics and stuff here. But let's go ahead and create a graph on the fly here. Let's say we just wanted to see what the allocation bytes per thread were. So what we could go here is we could do a chart builder, do a bar chart. Let's go ahead and let's do the name of the thread, and then let's do the allocated bytes here. Go ahead and create this thread. Ooh, looks like one thread really has taken up all of our allocation, and that is the update graph processor. Let's go ahead and exclude that just so we can, let's go right here. It's not equal to. So there we go. So we can look at the other threads and we can see which ones, let's make it interesting. Let's say it has to be at least greater than or equal to that. So there we go. So those are some of the allocated bytes per thread. We can see mains allocated a little bit, and we've got some other threads here that are allocating. Obviously, we could break this down by CPU time and other stuff, but it's a potentially an interesting product for introspecting what's happening live on your system. Again, either allocation bytes or allocation over time or CPU usage over time. And again, this can be broken out on a per thread basis.
Way to monitor usage. Right. That's it for this week. So we'll see you next. Have a great week.